business and political elites in this country repeatedly claim that the H-1B foreign worker visa program must be expanded to meet just the incredible growing demand for more technology workers. But there is evidence tonight that the number of H-1B visas issued by the government is outpacing by a considerable margin job growth. As Bill Tucker now reports, that means companies are hiring cheap foreign labor because that foreign labor is cheaper than American.
In the 2 years from 2003 to 2005, about 125,000 new computer jobs were created in this country. During that same time, more than 98,000 H-1B visas were issued for computer workers. That was enough visas to fill 78% of the jobs created, leaving only about 27,000 jobs for American workers. That's the conclusion of a report by the Center of Immigration Studies after an analysis of government data. The center, which lobbies for tighter immigration policy, concludes that there's no relationship between the program and economic need, and it says the picture is worse for engineers.
In 2005, the United States lost 3,200 engineering jobs. And in that same year, we imported over 12,000 H-1B engineers. I mean, how do you argue with numbers like that?
The high-tech industry continues to argue that it is short skilled workers and that the program needs to be doubled at the very least from the official cap of 65,000 visas a year.
These are job openings just within 500 companies in the U.S. economy. These are 120,000 skilled job openings. It is not in any company's interests to leave jobs unfilled.
According to the National Science Foundation, in 2005, we graduated 271,000 students with bachelor's and master's degrees in science and engineering who were citizens or legal residents. And for the more than 18,000 foreign students who graduated from American universities, the Department of Homeland Security gave them a nice graduation present earlier this year. DHS doubled the length of time that foreign students can stay and work in the country after graduation to 2.5 years. A lawsuit challenging that action is scheduled for a preliminary hearing on July 7th, Lou, so we'll see what happens on that.
I still see Bill Gates standing before the committee chaired by Senator Ted Kennedy over a year ago. The only witness, the only member in the committee with Bill Gates saying I need an infinite number of worker visas, H-1B visas. I mean, the absurdity, and to watch the way Congress just sort of fawns over him and genuflects and says, you know, it doesn't really matter what happens to the voters, to our constituents, to working men and women in this country, just so you satisfy the corporate and political elites in this country. Such balderdash, it's ridiculous. Thank you very much, Bill Tucker. Well, 8 of the top 20 companies requesting H-1B worker visas last year were based in India. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Those firms want to bring cheap labor from India to the United States so they can outsource middle-class jobs to those workers here, so they don't have to go to all that trouble of sending them all the way to India. The H-1B visa program is one of 10 guest worker programs that this country already has in place. I know you're thinking George W. Bush, the President of the United States, was saying we need a guest worker program. But we actually have 10 of them already. 10, Mr. President, 10 of them, as we've been reminding you for the past year. Tonight's poll results, 96